Welcome back to Miss Eddie's Math Movies, where it's a cute to be a square. Today's lesson is 11.3 Parts of a Circle. By the end of the lesson, you'll be able to identify parts of a circle. We have some new words that we're going to define and that are part of circles. A chord is a segment with endpoints on the circle. So a picture of that, you've got a circle and you've got a segment, so it stops. Starts at one side of the circle, goes to another part of the circle. Notice those endpoints are on the circle. A secant is a line, so now we've got two different things, segment and line, that intersects the circle twice. So it's very similar to a secant, or to a chord, but it goes through and goes on forever. Secant is a line, so you put arrows on it. Tangent is a line that intersects the circle once at a point of tangency. So now we've got a circle and it only touches once, so it's going to be something like that. And there is your point of tangency where it touches once. So now you're going to do this now. You have to take these words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words, and put them into categories. Are they points? Are they segments? Are they lines? And I'll give you a hint. There are 2 points, so find the 2 points. There are 3 segments, and there are 2 lines. So think about the center. Is the center a point, a segment, or a line? Then ask yourself, what about the radius? Is it a point, a segment, or a line? Tell whether the line or segment is best described as a chord, a secant, a tangent, a diameter, or a radius. Segment AD. So segment AD. Well, it touches both sides of the circle, the segment, and it goes through the center. So this is a diameter. Because it's also a chord, but it goes through the center. Chords can go through the center or not go through the center, but diameters always have to go through the center. The next, HB. Well, HB, notice that's a segment again. It's a segment and its endpoints are on the circle. You go back up here, a segment with endpoints on the circle, that's a chord. It is a chord because the endpoints are on the circle. EG, now here we have a line, EG. EG is a line that's only touching once. That's called a tangent line. It touches the circle once. All right, the follow-up says, name the center of the circle. Well, the center is C. The center is C. Name a point of tangency. A point of tangency would be, here's the tangent line, that's where it's touching is at F. Point of tangency would be F. Name 2 radii, the plural of radius. So 1 radius, 2 radii. Well, we could start at the center and go to the edge. We could use CA, or we could draw our own if we want. We could do CB, or CD or CH. You just have to start at C. C, D, C, A we can use. And then name 3 chords. Remember, chords are segments. So, well, we already know one chord is HB. Its endpoints are on the center, or on the circle. HB. What else? Well, we could do segment JK. We just don't want to include the arrows because this is a segment, not a line. And then we need to find one other chord. We could use the diameter, AD, because its endpoints are on the circle. Draw each diagram below. All right, I want you to do this now. Circle A with diameters B, C, and D, E. So make sure A is in the center. And then a circle with center F. It has 2 tangent lines. They both have an H in it. Make sure you only use one H. You can't make H in 2 different places. Identify a chord, a secant, a tangent, a diameter, 2 radii, the center, and a point of tangency. Whew, here we go again. So a chord is a segment with endpoints on the circle. So I'm going to use AB. And make sure we're labeling this well. It's a segment, so I don't put arrows. A secant is a line that goes through twice. Here's a line that goes through twice. And I could label this HJ or JH. It doesn't matter. Make sure you have the line above it. Tangent is a line that touches once. So that's going to be this line here. So we could just use 2 letters. You could use GK or GF or FK. It doesn't matter. Just do GF. Blank is a diameter. So it has to go through the center. Here's the center. Oh, C is the center. We may as well put that in now. C is the center. And here's a segment that goes through the center. All the way across. You could call it ED as well. A radius. Well, we've got to start at the center and go to the edge. So start at C, go to the edge. We could also go this way. C, D. And blank is a point of tangency. So a point with, let's see, our tangent line is GF. And we need a point where it touches. The point where it touches the circle is K. In example 2, is DE a chord or a diameter? It is both. It's a chord that goes through the center, which is a diameter. It is a diameter, which is always a chord. Now, a chord isn't always a diameter, but a diameter is always a chord. All right, now we're just going to use some numbers to describe this. When a circle lies in a coordinate plane, you can use coordinates to describe particular points. Name the coordinates of the center of each circle. Well, we've got the big circle. Where's the center of the big circle? That's at A. And A is at 4, 4. The center of the small circle is B, and B is at 4, 2. The intersection of the 2 circles. So where the 2 circles touch each other, that's right here. 4, 0. What is the line that is tangent to both circles? Name the coordinates of the point of tangency. So a line that's touching both circles once. That's right here. See this line? It's touching both circles once. That is the x-axis. So the x-axis is tangent to both circles. And the point of tangency where it's touching is right there at 4, 0. What is the length of the diameter of B? And what is the length of the radius of A? So let's draw in a diameter for circle B. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 long. Now what about the radius of A? Let's draw in the radius of A. That's only halfway across. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's also 4. Complete the following exercises. All right, we are going to do this now. Number 1 is a lot like example 2. All right, so you need to name a chord. Remember, that's a segment that touches twice on the circle. A secant is a line, so make sure you're putting the proper markings. Make sure your symbols are correct. Don't forget your symbols. A tangent is a line that touches once. A diameter is a chord that goes through the center. A radius goes from the center to the edge. The center of the circle, it's not too hard. And the point of tangency is where the tangent line touches. You need to give me all of those. Don't forget your symbols. And then example 3, name the point of tangency of the y-axis to the circle. So it's saying, where does the y-axis touch circle A? You need to tell me the point. So you need to go back up to example 3 and look and see where the y-axis touches circle A. This is M Cubed signing out.